house when I was 26 and fell immediately into poverty.
9 years after I bought that house, let's do an update. The video is actually going viral again, I think because of this video here. Firstly, yes, I did have a home warranty on that home. The seller had actually paid for the home warranty. The home warranty did not cover the pipes bursting. Did I get?
You know what's funny? These home warranties usually, it seems like when something catastrophic happens or something really bad happens, then they don't want to pay out. I've heard this story so many times, so it's the unfortunate part. So my opinion on home warranties, depending on how much it is, you can get it, but when I had property, I never got the home warranty. But I've heard of stories like this where once something happens, then they really don't want to cover anything. So you really have to understand what they're actually covering in that home warranty.
An inspection on the house. Yes, I did. They did not find anything about the pipes, bursting immediately after I moved in. Okay, what can I say? They couldn't see inside of the walls. People have said that I should have picked a better inspector. Oh well, it was 9 years ago. What can I say? The reason that I struggled so much was just really a combination of bad luck because all of the things were breaking all at once as soon as I moved into the house. I didn't even have time to recover. And basically,
as far as the pipe situation, so maybe I should let this video play, but if you move into a house and your pipes burst all of a sudden, it's very difficult for an inspector to know. It's almost, I won't say impossible, but it's very difficult, almost borderline impossible for the inspector to know if the pipe is going to burst or not. But there are some signs. And so how I like to do it, if it's wintertime, I always try to pay attention to what's the temperature like. If it's freezing, and then also the condition of the home as far as has it been vacant, has it been lived in recently, are the utilities off, what's the temperature in the house, did they just turn it on? I like to get that type of data because then I'm starting to think, okay, if I start finding pipes like a hose bib or anything like that, at least on the outside when I'm doing my walk around, I'm keeping in mind, I wonder where the pipes are and are they insulated? Most likely they're not going to be insulated. But I still pay attention, has the house had its utilities on if it's wintertime when it's cold? And if it hasn't, then that's when my suspicions start to increase. And then I will put something in a report. But if you just move in, it sounds like the utilities were off or the house was vacant. They might have turned it on during the walkthrough or something like that, or maybe she did the walkthrough like month. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. I'm just guessing. But once she moved in, she probably turned on the heating, and then the pipe starts to thaw, and then that's when you had the issue with the pipes leaking. But
every time I would add to my savings, it would immediately have to go to something that had broken in the house. Yes, the house was older, but the city that I was in, there were no new houses, and I couldn't afford new construction anyway. But anyway, fast forward from that point about 3 or 4 years, I ended up buying a new construction in a different part of my state while keeping that house. Luck did play a role in that because I had gotten married and my husband had a house, I had the house. We picked which house we were going to live in, which was mine because it was just growing in value faster. So we sold my husband's house, moved into mine while we waited for my new construction house to get built. Then I rented out that house, and I actually recently sold the house last year. And I'm no longer house poor, even though I'm in a bigger house. And I've seen 50 think pieces about this video of mine and, being house poor and whether it's better to put the money in the stock market or rent an apartment and all the other things. But I think a lot of those think pieces miss something critical. At the time, neither I nor anyone in my family, I had never had any history with anything in terms of brokerage accounts and, investing in the stock market. Those were just completely foreign in my family at that time. There was just no level of comfortability with that. And when you grow up Black, and when you come from a lineage of poor people, a lot of the way that people in my family became comfortable was through home ownership. And on paper, there are better ways to grow your wealth, of course. But
Okay, so she's basically just talking about wealth and stuff like that. But just in regards to the house, if you move into a house and you have issues like that, or if you're buying a house during in the winter time, it's once you if it's been vacant, once you turn on that heating, pay it really try to pay attention to if there's any leaks that start to happen before you move anything in. This is just a precaution. Really be suspicious of the piping, especially if it's just copper piping. Be suspicious of it. If you're in the basement or if you have a basement, you have piping in there. See if you can look for any cracks. It's going to be difficult. Hairline cracks is usually what happens when the pipes freeze and then adds more pressure. And then once the ice melts, that ice block is actually stopping the water from coming out. So once that starts to melt, then that's when the water's going to come out. But if you move into a house in the wintertime, it's vacant, you turn on that heat, just hope that nothing happens. So that's all I got for this short TikTok video. I'm Anthony Adedo Kun, the DMV operator. I'll see you in the next one.